Good evening. In this video I'm going to talk about the day vibrations of tomorrow and the day vibrations of Friday. And it's going to be in English so that everyone around the world, nation to nation, can get inspired of this amazing tool that numerology truly is. So maybe you've been on YouTube, you have seen the predictions that I did for today and 2 days ago, and also the day before that. So here is the prediction of tomorrow and Friday. So tomorrow it's the 9th of March 2017, and that means here, as we have the calculations for tomorrow, we see here that the vibration of the day is ruled by the number 9. It's the 9th of the month, and the month is the 3rd, and the year is 2017, which makes the sum of 10. So we have the number 9, which is associated with planet Mars, and planet Mars is all about strength, it's all about justice, it's all about standing up for yourself. It's about a deal is a deal, and a deal must be kept. So it's about justice. It means that you make a deal and the deal must be kept. If the deal is not kept, you will say this is not acceptable, and then you will stand up for yourself. So tomorrow is about having the strength to stand up for yourself and do things. And the number 9 is about action. It's about working hard to get things done. And tomorrow, which is about strength and having the sense of justice, then we have a lot of the number 4 associated. We see the number 4 here in this thing called the heart center, and we see it here as the life theme number. And we see also the destiny number of the day, and also the higher destiny number, 13-4 and 22-4. Now it's 13-4 because 1 plus 3 makes 4 and 2 plus 2 makes 4, so that means that the number 4 is very strongly represented here. And the number 4 is this thing that we call the small destiny number. We have the high destiny number, which is the number 8, and the number 4 is the small destiny number. So it's about change. It's about something new is going to happen. Or it means that we have the strength to say, now this must change, whatever we deal with in our life. So tomorrow is the day where a lot of people will rise up and say, oh no, this has to change. I have to make a change. I need to take responsibility to make a change. That is the essence of tomorrow. The essence of tomorrow is that if you are not properly treated by your friends, by your colleague, by your boss, by your spouse, and whomever is in your life that have been unfair to you, so here is the day tomorrow that you are more likely to stand up and say, now I demand a change. Because the number 4 is about change, and the number 9 is about that you demand something, you bang the table and you say, now it's over, I need this thing to be different. So we have the number 12-3 in the solar plexus center of the day tomorrow. And the number 12-3 is about also an element of fear. That means that tomorrow people, even though they say no to things, even though they say no to things that they find unacceptable, then the number 12-3 is also about the element of fear of saying no, but also understanding necessity. So it's about finding strength and getting together and say, now I need to make a change. But it also means that these things, when one will say no, it can also cause some drama in relations. So that means that tomorrow a lot of people will stand up for themselves and they will demand a change in whatever course of life they need a change for. But it is not necessarily undramatic. It can be dramatic, but that will be necessary to make the change that the universe has set for us that we should experience. And we have a very, how can you say, I won't paint Hades on the wall, but we see here the number 51-6, that is a number of a bit of danger. That means that tomorrow it's likely that we have a great deal of strength to do things, but it means we also need to be careful. We should do things, we should demand justice, we should demand the change that we need, but also is the element that we must take care of ourselves. We should not be overconfident. We should do things, we should be confident, but not overconfident. And we see here that the column number is the number 12-2. And the number 12-2 is about passion. It's about that we feel ourselves, our needs. We feel what must be done. What is my needs? What are my needs? What do I need to look into? So it is that feeling, the desires, which is associated with change, but so the passion, building up the passion and then listening to the inner voice, as we have the number 7 here also associated with the number 12-3, and here in the vitality number we see the number 7 twice. The number 7 is associated with planet Neptune, and the number 7 is about spirituality, but not spirituality like you do to meditate and so ever, but it means that you listen to yourself, you take a look inside, you feel what is these things I experience, understanding things. It's about wisdom. So tomorrow is also a day where more people in the world, they are tended to listen a little bit to the inner voice, to understand what to change, what to demand a change for. And if we look at the vibrations throughout the day, we see here that from midnight is the numbers 999, 189, and so comes the numbers 4, 13, 4. So that means that around the afternoon hours, this is the time of the day that we set up to make a change. It means that we all have individual day vibrations, each person, but this is the soul of tomorrow. So that means that is the overall vibrations, but this is what is in the air tomorrow, but you can experience it differently because you have your own vibrations that you live through, but they are strongly affected by these vibrations. So that means that you will experience at least some of this tomorrow. That's 100%. So as we move on to the day Friday, it's the 10th of the month, and here we have some absolutely brilliant numbers. We have here the number 10-1, 3, 10-1, and which generates the number 4 and the number 4 again, and so the number 2. Here we see that the number 10-1, which is ruled by the sun and the 0, the number sun is the star of our solar system. The number 1, which is associated with the sun, represents the winner mentality, the drive and strive for wanting to be the very best in whatever one does, whatever one works with, whatever one sets one's goal or desires to do. So the sun, as all planets, they orbit the sun. It is this sun, this center of our solar system that no one can live without. The sun is so important as it brings out life to all the other planets. If the sun wasn't there, all the planets would fall out of orbit, and so as would happen is that they would all die as there is no sun rays. So therefore the sun is the boss, the sun is the leader, and that means that on Friday there is a great deal of winner attitude, the attitude of wanting to be successful in whatever one undertakes. And we see here that in the heart center we see this amazing number 7. That means that on Friday one is likely to listen to one's inner voice, and with the intuition, with the wisdom, one is likely to make great decisions for the future. So are you going to change something in your life? I would encourage you to do it on Friday. Tomorrow is also a great day for change, but on Friday is good as well. We have the number 4, so it's also about change, but tomorrow, Thursday, is more about change and demanding justice, But Friday is about winner attitude. It's about a strong inner voice. So it's about gaining wisdom. And if you want clarity on something, then Friday is a very good day to listen to your soul's voice, follow it, search your soul, do meditation, whatever you like to do to expand your consciousness. But there's another element here, money. The destiny numbers are the numbers 5 and 45. The number 5 is associated with planet Mercury. Mercury is associated with the Greek god Hermes. Hermes is the god of selling, buying. It's about business. He is the god of business and merchants and everything that has to do with people, getting along with people, selling to people, and selling and presenting ideas to people. So that means that on Friday you're likely to have a very great deal of eloquence to sell your ideas to other people, make profit from it, but also it's a day where you have a lot more vigor than usual. So the number 5, which is associated with the Greek god Hermes. Hermes is this god who has a lot of vigor, he has a lot of energy, he is all around the place, he never gets tired. And so also if you take a look at the planet, which orbits the sun very quickly, because the planet is so small and it's so close to the sun, so its orbit length is very short. Therefore it's about getting a lot of things done, don't get tired, not getting tired, and also we have the higher destiny number, the number 14-5. But the number 14-5, unlike the number 5, is associated with strategy of business. So it's like doing your market and analytics, and it's about making research on what to do in this business case. That means that in business you do your homework, you go and study this aspect. For example, if you deal with the stocks, so it's like, should I press the button now or no, should I just wait a bit more days so it will peak higher and then I can get a better price? So that is the aspect of very clever businessmanship. But this number 14-5 is a number that requires a great deal of grounding. So if you have a good deal of grounding, you're going to make very well of it. But if not, if you are flighty minded, then it's terrible for you. So then you must really focus on grounding. That is very good if you want to get a good result out of Friday. So we see here the column number, which is the number 19-1, and that means that there is a great deal of optimism. So it's this day where more people are happy than usual. So on this Friday, it's also associated with planet Venus. This is about love, it's about people, and Thursday is about planet Neptune, not Neptune, this Jupiter. Jupiter, the planet Jupiter, which is about expansion for tomorrow, and on Friday it's about love, it's about meeting people, but a great deal of optimism behind it. So Friday is a very good day, it's an amazing day. It's all these numbers all around. It's very, very unusual. They're all good. All the numbers, almost, they're very good. They are better than most other days. So on a worldly scale, Friday is going to be a great day. And if we look at the numbers throughout the day, we have the combination here 1, 1, 2, 5, 7, 3, 7, 10, 1, 1, 2. So what we see here, 7, 3, 10, 1, that is extremely favorable. That means that along the afternoon hours, people have a lot of gut feelings that they follow to make great results. They make great expansions, as the number 7 associated with the planet Neptune. It's about new ideas throughout the inner voice, the intuition, listening to the guts, and the number 3 is associated with planet Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet within our solar system, and it's exactly half the size of the Sun. So the planet Jupiter is like, we call it a pendant to the Sun, because they have a lot in common, but they also have some different things that separate, that makes them different from one another. As is the Sun, the boss within our solar system. But planet Jupiter is exactly half the size of the Sun, and planet Jupiter is the largest planet within our solar system. So that means that planet Jupiter is about expansion, it's about growth, it's about making success, because the number one is about winner attitude. And that's what rules the day Friday. But the planet Jupiter is about grounding, advancing through groundedness. It's about advancing through great knowledge, keeping both feet on the ground, and by that creating big progress. But the number one is more about this positive thinking and saying we want to make success, we believe we can make it happen, and the number three is what makes it happen. That is taking the steps to make it happen, in taking action about it. And so we have the numbers here, 10, 1, 1, 2. So that means that in the end of the day, one is likely to get pretty tired in the end. But we have here the live theme number of the day, 325. This is an amazing number. This number is about international business. It's about a great deal of eloquence. So if you want to do business, if you want to have fun, if you want to meet the love of your life, if you want to make a great decision based on a very strong wisdom from your intuition, then Friday is a very good day, and this is the day where you are going to have probably a lot better days than most others, because all the vibrations here, they're quite good. So also in the shadow rank we have here the number 685, which is also good. It's also the number 5 as the sum. So Friday is going to be good. And Thursday is also going to be good, but it's more in the way that we need to stand up for something. But Friday is more the day that where we can just enjoy more, have more fun, more optimism, and more belief in our own success. So thank you very much for watching. I hope this has inspired you to look into these things on the day and see that you may experience some of these aspects that I have described. Of course, as I previously mentioned, they can also differentiate a lot from your birthday, as every birthday with every name we experience these numbers our own way, but this is the overall vibrations for the entire world, and the entire world of course affects us. They affect us. So thank you so much for watching this. Feel free to share this with your friends. And so I'll see you next time, and have a wonderful evening.